Big win, Don Wilson here for Top MMA News, here with Chris Horodecki. Chris, you know, it's been a while since the last time we saw you in the ring against Dave Castillo. How are you feeling?
Doing good, good. Not too long ago. You know, just about a month now. Feeling good. This is the first show you're at right now in my city, London, Ontario, and you know, just glad to be a part of it. We got one of our guys, tough fighter James Scrappy Hort, fighting, and I'm really excited to be a part of this, and I'm glad MMA's finally came to my city.
You know, you said MMA is finally here. We got one fighter from your gym on the card. Why don't you give us a little rundown on James and you know what we should expect from him come the cage time?
James is a vet of the sport. He's been involved in mixed martial arts for around 10 years. He's fought since the TKO days, early days. He's got strong ground skills, good wrestling, and really good verse on his feet. So he's an all-rounded fighter, and he's tough as nails. That's why we call him Scrappy.
It's a great name for him. Now, you know, my biggest memory of you, you know, is watching you on RDS after your very first fight, saying, you know, I'm 18, I'm in Quebec, I think I'm going to go out and have a beer tonight. You know, now here we are, a couple years later, we got MMA in Ontario, in your hometown. You know, it's been a few years. You've had a great career in those 4 years. Do you have any great memories that you'd like to share throughout that time so far?
You know, every fight, every adventure, man, it's been nothing but, you know, memorable and awesome. You know, just being on the road with Boss and Sean, and you know, in the IFL. I'll tell you a quick story. We're at a rules meeting once before one of the IFL shows, and the commission's just explaining the rules, and they go, there's no inserting fingers into any orifices. And Boss goes, what the heck's an orifice? So I'm like, Boss, it's a hole. so that's kind of an old story. But yeah, all my years in MMA, it's been great, and you know, just looking forward and keep moving forward.
Now, you know, you've gone from training with Sean, you've gone down to, you know, Las Vegas, we've seen you in the IFL. Now you came back to London, you opened up a gym. You know, what's been the reception from the city to MMA, to your new gym?
Well, we've always been here. Whenever we would do training camps in Las Vegas, this is our home base, our home gym here. And for the past 3 years, myself, Mark Hominick, and Sam Stout, we opened the Adrenaline Training Center, kind of what Sean passed down to us, so we took over. And it's been great, the reception from the town. You know, everybody knows, if you know London, Ontario, you know the Adrenaline Training Center. And we're real proud of the talent we're producing and the fighters we have, and the service that we provide. So if you're in London, that's the spot to be at.
Now, you know, just one question. Like you said, you guys do run the town in terms of MMA in London. You know, first show in London, we only see one of your guys on that. You know, to me that seems weird. What's the feeling on your part?
Just, you know, conflict maybe with the scheduling. You know, we do got a stable of fighters fighting, but you know, with myself, just previously fighting, you know, there was just a conflict of dates. You know, we got Chris Clements, another guy who's already got a fight lined up. Jesse Gross just fought 2 weeks ago. He's one of our up-and-comers. So just kind of unfortunate that it ended up like this. I'm really happy with the production of the show, and I'm sure it's going to be great. And I'm sure that this isn't going to be the last time you see MMA in London.
Now, just bringing up the Jesse Gross fight, we were there live. Have you had a chance to see the tape on that fight yet?
I haven't, but I've heard numerous people give me the play-by-play. Just kind of really unfortunate the way it was. He got caught in a stupid position, and the ref stopped it real early. But that's the fight game, man. You know, you can dispute decisions all you want, but at the end of the day, it's the referee's call. So you got to take it in stride. And he's a young kid. He's mature. You know, he's only fought, you know, 6 times as a pro, but he's very mature, and he's gonna look right past this, and he's gonna.
So he is taking it okay, being his first loss of his career.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it sucks, but he'll be all right.
Perfect. Now, obviously, you know, back to you. You know, before we started this, you said you have a fight coming up. You know, what's the month? What's the date? Where's it going to be?
Just finalizing a deal right now. Nothing's set in stone yet, but I hope to be back in action, you know, early summer. So hopefully July.
So that's what we're looking at now. I take it for you, your goal is to make it back to the big show. You know, you're going to be, do you have an idea on how many fights you want to take this year?
I got one in the books now. I've already got, you know, 2 almost lined up, so I think I can get 4 fights in this year. and I'm just moving forward. I'm not really looking past. I'm doing fight by fight by fight, and my eye on the prize. I want to get back in the UFC.
All right. Now, before we let you go here, you have such a huge stable of fighters training at Adrenaline. A couple names that you could drop for us, the guys we haven't seen yet that are going to be up and comers.
Like I told you, Jesse Gross, he's one of our up and comers. Tomorrow night, James Howard, he's a vet, but a lot of people don't know him. He's been under the radar. And you're gonna hear George Abdallah is definitely a fighter. Hasn't turned pro yet. He'll be probably turning pro this summer. So you're gonna definitely hear his name. Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George. Perfect. Well, before we let you go, is there any family, friends, kin, sponsors you'd like to have a shout out to?
Just want to thank all my fans, friends, everybody. If you're in London, check out MMA Live. We'll be out there. Adrenaline will be supporting it. And if you're ever in London, Ontario, Adrenaline Training Center.
Perfect. Once again, this has been Big Win Don Wilson, Chris Horodecki, Top MMA News.